Alright, this is going to be a video that's going to help you understand how to read level 2 and determine a good entry on a stock that is pulling back from its highs. So you can see right now ABOT is 466 by 467, and there are a number of market makers on the ask side at 467 really trying to make it look not that good. But what we're having going on the bid side is the bids are starting to stack here at 4.6. So we're going to see if we get more market makers start coming up to 4.6 and the market makers start dropping off at 4.67, that's going to be a sign that this range right here between 4.6 and 4.7 is a good point to enter. Now remember, we're not going to use any charts or anything. All we're going to use is the level 2. Okay? So let's just observe and see what goes on. So you can see we're starting to get some orders here at 4.67. There's a whack at 4.65, another one at 4.65, but notice the bids are all still there. So that's a good sign. That's a good early sign. Look, we're starting to drop off. Another whack at 4.6, another whack at 4.66, but the bid is still there. Look, another bid just popped up. Here we go. So now I'm going to go into my room and I'm going to tell people, looks like a good entry on ABOT here. Going to make sure it's in the penny room. Oh, and here we are, 4.66 starting to stack. 4.67s are falling off the ask. Now we're down to 2 left. Look what's gone on here. We started with only 4 market makers on the bid side. Now we're up to what? 8? Now we're down to 1 left at 4.67. Up, there we go. 4.7's on the bid now. Here we go. 4.75's on the ask. $4.74 by $4.75. Now look, we've got the bid starting to stack at $4.71. Now we're down to only 4 market makers under 5 cents. We've really thinned out. Should go to 5 here. We're doing this in real time, okay? So, you know, you can actually see this going on right now once we post this video. This is real-time, live data. The bids are stacking. Look at this. This is beautiful. Perfect. This is exactly what you want to see. Only 3 market makers left under 5. Look at all these bids starting to chase each other up. We're not looking at a chart. We're not looking at anything other than level 2 is helping us make this trade. 4.8's, 1 left at 4.8. It's about to fall. Here we go, 4.85's up. Now that's a decent sized order at 4.85. So you want to see here, we want to see these bids continue to stack around 4.8. You see on the ask, they're doing the same thing at 4.84 that they were doing earlier at 4.67. So what we want to see is any whacks that go through on the bid, we want to see the bids pop up and start getting on top of each other, you know, at this 4.7 to 4.8 range, and that's going to tell us that 5 cents is just around the corner. So let it play out a little bit. Got to see where the bids want to line up at. A lot of support here around 4.67. I would expect the bids to start popping up at 4.7. Let's watch. You see they're dropping off, but they're not going that far down. This is just one order here with Knight doing a lot of selling, 265,000 shares on the ask. So again, we want to see where do the bids firm up. Here we are again, 467 by 468. Bids starting to stack. Let's see if we get some more bidders here at 467. Notice that there's only one market maker coming down. Knight is the only one that's down here. Everybody else is still up there, so we're buyers right here. Let's see if these 466s can hold, and we'll eventually get back up above 47 and make another run at 5 cents. Let's see. Notice all these orders going through at 466, and 466 isn't coming off the bid. That's a good sign. We want to see 4.7s come back up on the bid side. We want to see these 4.7s get taken out. And we want to see the bid start stacking again at 4.7. It's kind of struggling a little bit here. But we're down to one left on the ask at 4.7. It's a big sell order at 4.8 though, 400,000 shares. That's a lot of shares. But now we got a big bid, so we'll see. I'd like to see it get back above 4.7. Just got to have patience and watch. You see the 4.66s are stacking up again. But really though, we want to see these bids go up to 4.7 and 4.8 so that ABOT can get back up and test 5 cents again. This is nice. Some bids starting to pop up, but the ask is stacking too, so it's a little bit of a tug of war right here. WDCO just upped his bid. ABA, Knight, they're upticking, so this is great. We've got 10 market makers above 4.6. 4.7's back up. There's 2 left. Want to see these get taken out. One left. Now, once 4.7 gets taken out, we want to see a lot of market makers stack at 4.7 to show that there's a lot of demand. Okay, there's one. Only one market maker above 4.7 right there. You know, we would have preferred to see a lot pop up at 4.7. Okay, here we go. Now we got 3. Because remember, the more market makers that pop up at 4.7 on the bid tells you more people are trying to buy there. If you only got one market maker there, then that doesn't represent a lot of demand. So 3 is a start, but all these market makers, we've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 market makers below 4.7 but above 4.6. We want all these market makers to come above 4.7. That'll really show that there's a lot of demand here. for the high of day breakout. So like we said, we only had 3 pop up. We really want to see, 4, 5, 6 market makers there above 4.7, or else otherwise we're gonna, trend back down. So let's see. Just gotta be patient. We'll give this video another 3 to 5 minutes to see if something happens, but the main purpose of this is to show you that just by watching level 2, you can understand where support is, where resistance is, what needs to happen to break highs, what needs to happen to break lows. For instance, if these market makers were to start dropping off the bid and going from 4.66 to 4.3, that would be a sign that it's going to be pulling back. Whereas if these market makers at 4.8 started to drop off the ask and go down to 5 or 5.2, that would be a sign that we're about to break out. So we haven't looked at a chart once because we don't need to. We've got what we need right here. Now you can see, now we're back down to just one market maker. And we knew that this wasn't a very good breakout right away because only one market maker popped above 4.7 as soon as it broke that level versus 5 or 6 market makers popping above 4.7 like we had here at 4.66. And you see now night downtick to 4.72. So based on this action on the level 2, there's a lot of support, but we're going to need more demand from the market makers above 4.7 to be able to push higher to that 5-cent range. So we'll give it another minute or two, see if anything happens, and then we'll wrap it up with that. But hopefully everybody can find this video somewhat helpful regardless. So now auto down to 4.7. Still got a lot of support here in the 4.6s. We just lost one of them though. Now there's 2 on at 4.7. Let's see if any more bids start dropping. We just lost another. Another one just came back lower from 4.66. Some shuffling going on here. We'll pause and come back. Okay, you can see here now we've had a little change. The asks have stacked at 4.75, and there's not as many bids above 4.6 as there were before. So based on that, it would seem that the stock is probably going to pull back first, but that's fine. Goodness, it's up 200%. So, key support for this for the trend intraday is like 4 to 4.5, and it could still very well get back up to 5 cents. But you can see here now we're down to only 6 market makers left, and they're starting to drop off, and the ask has stacked a little bit. So, you can see all of this just by watching the level 2. Again, we haven't had to look at any charts or anything. We're just observing the action on a level 2 and making our decision based on that, and it's proving to be pretty accurate. So this really highlights the importance of having a level 2 versus just going on Yahoo Finance or your Etrade or Scottrade account and getting a quote that'll show, 4.6 by 4.1. If you have just a regular level 1 quote, all you'll see is that 4.66 by 4.69. You won't know how much support there is at 4.66 or how much resistance there is at 4.69, now 4.67. So you'll just be left in the dark. Versus having a level 2, you can say, oh, okay, it looks like there's a lot of support between 4 and 4.5 forming, but look how we're now down only 3 market makers at 4.6. So level 2 is very, very important. That's what we want you to take away from this video. Now let's see. Now we're 4.5s. Let's see where the bids start stacking here. My hunch would be, based on the early action, that 4.3 to 4.5, 4.6-ish is going to be some pretty good support here. So again, some bid stacking at the 4.5, but really, 4.3 seems to be where they're really lining up. Alright, so hopefully everybody found this video helpful in the end, and it'll help them interpret level 2 activity a little better.